see you, hater. My motivator. Y'all make me greater. Yeah.
We're finna keep it moving as far as the OBS. I'm about to paint the interior pieces black. As you can see now, it's the factory blue. I got a little dash pad here. I'm gonna have to re-glue it because this glue that Southern Chevy TV put on it, it's not sticking, so I'm just gonna take it up and re-glue it. Let me take you around here. I done took most of the trim pieces off because I did it when I had painted the jams. I just gotta take this one here off, and mainly the pieces on the dash, some of the pieces that I don't want to paint, or is this here and this. And I think I'm gonna paint this little bezel piece. I think I'm gonna paint that candy red. Not exactly sure right now, but I'm gonna take you around here right quick. These are the pieces that I took off when I did the jams. As you can see, they faded over the years. These I'm just gonna put a fresh coat of black on them, even though they're already black. Mainly we just gotta take this dash apart. So I'm gonna get on that now. Also, I got brand new carpet, black. Once I take everything apart, I'll take it on the inside and show you what material I'm gonna be using and show you the carpet. And I'm gonna take these seats out also, so I can install the carpet. The dash pad here. You can see how the original dash cracked up. This looks like some silicone. I'm gonna get some plastic bun. Try to bun it a lot better. Maybe to lay down better than this here. I see what's cracked right here. So while I'm bunning the dash pad onto the dash, I might as well plastic bun this here also. Let me unhook these wires, then it'll come right on off. Pretty much got everything taken apart off the dash. Besides this here, I think I'm just gonna leave this and tape it up. And this piece here, let me take this off. When I paint the bezel candy, I might just go ahead and paint this candy as well. And this piece only if I could take this back part off instead of trying to mask up all this. If it come off with this back part, I go ahead and paint this. AC controls just had 2 screws on the back side. Them here. So now I can just pull this off and remove the buttons. Now I can paint this without masking everything up. Get a lot easier. I'm removing these seats here. I'm just gonna take the whole rail out because I gotta replace the carpet anyway. And he gonna get new seats and new door panels, so we're not gonna worry about painting the door panels or bother with the seats. But it's 2 bolts on each side that I gotta remove. This one here look like it ain't all the way screwed down. Now I do the other side and it should come out. I got the seat out. Now only thing left is removing the seat belts. This is a Star. I think it's a T50. Yep. And this is a 18mm. Not sure what they're gonna do about the seat belts. I guess they're gonna get some more because they blue. That's pretty much everything. I like to label my screws and stuff I take out, the bolts, so when I start putting it back together, I'll know what to go where without trying to guess. So when I take the carpet out, we start prepping up the pieces. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough carpet to do this back with the new carpet I got. If not, either he can get a new piece or I can dye this one here. These are all my pieces, and before we move any further, we're going to wash everything down with soap and water. Got all my pieces pretty much set up, separated on the stands. And I just got some soap and water, grease detergent. Just going to clean them up. Then we'll move on to the next step. I got all the pieces cleaned up. Now we'll start scuffing the pieces up with a maroon Scotch-Brite. And it's the 7447. That's the key to paint. You gotta scuff the surface up for the paint to have something to grip to, because if you don't, it'll just flake off. Even though I'm gonna use a adhesion promoter, you still want to scuff it up. I gotta repair this also. And on these speaker grills, I'm just gonna finish breaking this, and I'm gonna put my own speaker mesh in it. I'm gonna do that before I start sanding, because I'm gonna have to kind of bevel this off to get it smooth after I break it. I just took some 80 grit and just went around it and cleaned it up. You can see on this one here, it's not sanded yet. All them jagged edges, I just got rid of them. And once I finish this one here, I'm gonna shave this back part down so it'll be flat. This one here shaved down, and this one here not. The reason why I shaved it down so the mesh to be able to sit flat against the surface. Both speaker grills shaped up and sanded. I had went back and hit it with some 320 wet sandpaper. Just kind of went over it, trying to smooth everything down. Now I'm finna take this maroon Scotch Brite, tear it in half, and just start sanding everything down, scuffing it up. You ain't trying to do too much, you're just trying to lightly go over it so that adhesion promoter will be able to burn to it a lot better. Don't take much to do it, but you'll see it because it'll start dulling off. You might can't see it through the camera, but it'll start dulling off. So once you do that, you're good. I got most of my pieces sanded, wiped down, wax and grease remover, ready to be sprayed. I'm gonna spray the rest of the pieces when I spray the dash because I really ain't got enough room in here to spray everything all at once. So once I spray the dash, I'll bring the other pieces in. Let me take you over here and show you the stuff I'm gonna be using here. It's by SEM. I'm gonna spray this plastic adhesion promoter on here first, on everything. Then I'm gonna come back with the top coat. It's the color coat. Let me mix this. Well, it don't gotta be mixed up, but I'm gonna shake it up for like 1 minute. Then I'll pour it in my gun and spray a wet coat on. this one coat, or the color coat, Landau black. I had forgot to put bed line on this, on the speaker grills, because I want to put bed liner so it'll somewhat match the dash, put a texture on it, because I guess over the years the texture now came off, and plus once I sanded it, it kind of came off. So I'm going to put a truck bed liner on it. I'm going to spray it on there before I put my second coat on. It's just some clear bed liner. Might as well go ahead and do it now. Just to get a little texture. I'm going to put one more coat, then I should be good to go. Finished up with 2 coats. This stuff dry pretty fast, but I'm going to let it sit overnight because I still got to prep up the dash in the truck. Then I paint the dash and the rest of the pieces tomorrow in the morning. But I think it turned out good. I'm going to reinstall this dash little pad, well it ain't no pad, dash cover in the truck before I paint it. But I ain't going to have to paint up to the windshield. I'm just going to blend it in from here. So I guess we'll go on outside and start prepping everything up in the truck so we'll be good to go in the morning to start painting. We just gonna do the same thing what we did with the pieces that we took off. We just gonna clean everything up with some soap and water. As you can tell, it's pretty nasty and dusty. We also gonna get this silicone off. I don't know why they gave them silicone for that dash pad with that dash cover, because it wasn't gonna stick. We're gonna use something else. We're gonna use some 2-part epoxy. That should stick a lot better than this here. We're gonna get all this up and clean it up. First we're gonna take some 80 grit and scuff this part up where the dash cover go, because like I said before, that's the key to anything sticking. Gotta have something to bond to. And at the same time we'll be getting this silicone off. Finished cleaning the dash. Now I'm going to take my Scotch Brite and just scuff everything up. Finished sanding it. Now I wipe it down with some water again. got the dash cover here. Finna get ready to glue it down before I paint the rest of it. And these pieces here that's broke, I'm not gonna put them back because I don't think I'm gonna need them. I had JB weld these two pieces because of this corner, trying to strengthen this corner up. But the rest of it, I'm just gonna leave it. And what I'm gonna be using is this JB weld plastic bundle. Set time 15 minutes, sand in 30 minutes, and it dries tan. So let me mix some of that up, and then I start spreading it on the back of the dash cover. I got the pad installed and taped down. I just gotta let it dry up. Once it dry up, I remove the tape, then move on to the next step. Dash cover installed. Now what I do, I start masking everything up where I don't want the dye to get, like up in here. You can see I got everything masked up. I had took some plastic bonder and kind of beveled this off here. I tried to make it a smoother transition than what it was. So I'm gonna take some bed liner material and just spray some on it to get that texture back. I had to do a little bit more masking. I didn't do the windshield on that other clip. Also, I just hung a sheet over the door, put some down there. I'm just trying to keep that overspray from blowing all over the place because of my side spraying. Let me take you on the inside and show you these seat belts, how I got them hung up. These are the last pieces I have to paint. I got the seat belts over here. I put some water down here on the floor because I'm going to be spraying so close to the floor to keep that dust from flying back up. This is how I got the seat belts hung up. I got them stretched out so I can get the actual belt. I'm going to go ahead and spray those black also. I'm going to spray these two pieces here black. coats here. I still gotta finish unmasking. Also, he got a red steering wheel cover. He gonna bring that up tomorrow. So I'll put that on once I start putting everything back together. I gotta paint the candy pieces before I do anything, but I'm gonna take you on the inside and show you the seat belts. These the seat belts. I think they turned out pretty good. I'm gonna let these sit out here overnight. Then I start working on the pieces I'm gonna paint candy. I went on and brought all the rest of the pieces back in. I also got my carpet here. I'm gonna take it out the box because you're supposed to let it sit out before you install it. So that's what I'm gonna do while these pieces sitting in here overnight. And I got it from Auto Custom Carpets. They out of Anderson, Alabama. Let me open it up and I'm just gonna lay it over the old carpet. Alright, we got it stretched out. I'll cut you back on in the morning. These are the pieces going candy. I already sprayed some prime on them. I just got to wet sand them. I'm also going to be painting this little latch for the glove compartment. I might take it off and paint it while it's off, or I could just mash this up and paint it while it's still on. And I also went to the yard and got some grills. I took these out of like a 2001 DeVille out the doors. I just got to cut them to size. I'm going to paint these candy as well. Once I cut them to size, I'll cut you back on. Got both of them cut out. I just used these snips to cut it out. Once I paint the front side, I'll go back and put some JB Well or some fiberglass filler just to hold it in place. Now I just scuff these up with some Scotch-Brite and get ready to shoot my base coat once I wet sand these parts here. Everything ready to be sealed. I'm going to put a white seal on everything first before I put the base coat. It's the sealer. I put 3 coats on it, which you didn't need 3 coats, but I had mixed up more than I needed. Now I'm about to spray my base with a custom microflake in it. coats of the custom base with the microflake. Can't really see it right now, but when I put that can on there, you'll be able to see it a lot more. Just 3 coats of candy. I'm going to try to get out of flow coating this like I did all the other pieces because of the texture and the microflake. Coats. We'll let this dry on up and put everything back together, like the speaker grills and the pieces for the bezel. I'm about to set my speaker grills that I just painted in place, and I'll be using some JB Weld, some JB Quick Weld on it. I'm just gonna put these where they need to be, then I'll just put some JB Weld around the outer edges. I just got a few quart cans of paint just resting on the speaker grills until it harden up. Here's the speaker grill set in place. What we'll do now, we'll go out there and start installing everything back together now.
Nobody really gave a damn about us. We never stopped.